Well, hello, and welcome to the Points of Interest podcast. This is the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Ox. I am the 303 Ninja. And right over there, he is my podcasting partner for life. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez. And with us...
One day I'll...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I
didn't realize you were going to choose both.
Well, he's there, and I have no way to, secretly bring him in. So, and joining us as well from the Super Geeked Up, it is our good friend, Mr. Jeff Burns.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So what were you going to say, Francis?
Because normally we don't have a third person of which you have to introduce. So I normally speak after you introduce me.
Right. Well, we didn't practice. We didn't practice. We just kind of went for it.
And sadly,
and he just fell off.
It worked.
He fell off the face of the planet as well.
There he is.
And now he's back.
I am back.
So that's good.
Well, we know the tweet didn't work though.
Yeah,
Josh.
that's why I was checking.
Oh,
yeah,
my bad. Well, it looks like I have
Francis
more.
That's all
dead.
good. Yeah.
It just means I have more work.
Anyway,
Right.
I know, right? More work.
As if
Anyway,
there
hi,
isn't
guys.
enough to do anyway, right? Yes, hello
how's it
everybody.
going,
How are you guys?
Well, let's talk.
Us or the audience?
Yeah, we actually got a first time chat. It was Chasmanite?
Oh, that's
hey,
Chaz,
Chaz.
our good buddy Chaz, who watches Super Geeked every week, but also does an RPG show with me Thursday nights on Twitch.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Chaz, how's it going?
Thanks for watching, Chaz.
Yes, thank you very much for joining in and hanging out with us for the first time. So you get the
I like the name though, Chasmanite. That's fun.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what we do here.
Actually,
When you follow us or you join in, we look at your name and try and figure it out or critique it in some way. Not critique it. That's the wrong word.
we critique your name.
We
That's what you guys
judge.
do?
No, that's not. No.
We just
Chaz,
blindly
let's see. Let's break that down.
Yeah, we try to figure it out. We try to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, I'm excited that we're actually doing video here because this is the first time I wore my new Spy Family shirt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Popular animes.
My favorite new anime now.
Okay, I thought like you were gonna break into like some sort of like comic book commercial or,
No, I would like to. I would like to
you're like checking out my new T-shirt, which you can jump on the old what's that thing called where you give money to people?
T-Public.
No,
And you get if you use promo code SGU.
This is actually
Yeah.
from Box Lunch. Not that I'm
Box
promoting them,
Lunch.
but yes, that's my.
Oh
favorite.
no, we're here.
I love Boston.
We're here to just go out and try. We're here to fish all the possible sponsors as many as possible. So like if you've got your commercial voice, definitely bring it up.
All right. Commercial voice.
Commercial voice.
The commercial voice. Anyway.
Listeners, mates in the house.
Hey, Anthony.
So Jeff, you are from the super fun show, Super Geeked Up. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about that before we, forget to talk about you and just go on about this normal stuff that we do?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I do. Super fun show called Super Geeked Up with super fun guy Francis here.
There you go.
We do. It's a mix of geeky chat and fun geek-themed improv games. So if you've seen such shows as Whose Line Is It Anyway, put a geeky spin on that, and that's kind of the zany stuff we do. And then we usually get off to a lot of geeky tangents from the audience. We have a live audience as well, and they're awesome. Listeners Made and Chaz are two of them actually. So thank you guys. We do it Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and we have a lot of fun, a lot of cool guests. That's pretty much it.
Speaking of cool guests, I've been on the show a number of times, and
Yeah, I thought we were speaking of cool guests.
well, that's what I said.
Oh.
Well, no, I guess maybe you're right because I haven't been on in forever. No, it's because my sleeping schedules.
Yes, I invited you, but you said you were asleep.
Yes, unfortunately, because of my work schedule, I'm done with this at, the old top of the 9 o'clock hour here in the mountain time zone. And I'm like, okay, time to crash out because in 6 hours I need to be up.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how you do it. It's pretty amazing that you're able to handle that.
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should tell people where they can watch Super Geeked Up on YouTube or Twitch. Actually, mainly YouTube. Sorry.
Well,
because you know what, Francis. I'm thinking about trying to go back to Twitch and do dual streaming, but I don't know if I'm gonna have that worked out for.
Well, as long as we're not gaming, it probably will be. Yeah. It depends.
Anyway, definitely YouTube. YouTube.com/supergeekedup. They're always there. Okay,
perfect. And it is a fun time. It is definitely a fun time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One day when I have a different sleeping schedule, I would be glad to come back and mess up your show once again.
Oh, great.
Your weekends used to be like in the middle of the week. You used to have like weird days off back in the day. Now that you have like a regular fixed schedule, you've become boring, but I guess,
that happened decades ago, my friend.
Oh man. So not true, because man, when we go out, Josh, we light the town red. That's not the word. That's not the phrase.
I mean, there's that one time,
We paint it red. We paint the town red. Yes. We don't light it up red.
You mean like you're vampires and you spill a lot of blood?
It was the backpack full of Krylon and, teaching Francis how to write bubble letters on the streets of LA.
Oh yeah. Hey, no, I did those. I did the S's when I was in junior high, my friend. I was doing those weird, graffiti S's when I was a kid.
Oh yes, I remember those. Hey, we got another first-time chat person. Hey, thanks, Jeff, for bringing all your friends over to my channel to check this out, because it totally helps my shit out on this end. So Saber Pink Tea, thank you for coming in and helping us out.
Thanks, Tabby. She says super fungy, Francis.
Yeah, I'm
a fun guy because you're a fun guy.
Fun guy.
I like things now.
Speaking of fun guys and fun things, something that wasn't very fun that happened yesterday in Francis, something we talked about off the old thing, off the air, as they say, about the hotel apocalypse for San Diego.
For San Diego Comic-Con.
And you were saying that it happened months and months and months ago. It happened yesterday.
Okay.
And apparently,
what's going on?
The hotel apocalypse for San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh,
as it happens,
just the hotel lottery. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Well, that's what they commonly call it, hotel apocalypse. Yeah. Apparently, the whole system broke down yesterday, and tons of people didn't get a room at all. I guess, even though they were first in line or whatnot. People, our con mom Francis, she did not get a hotel as of yet.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, she's a volunteer too.
She's a volunteer.
So that's going to be interesting.
So it's.
Do you miss it, Jeff? Do you miss San Diego?
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that anymore because I don't go there.
Wow! Did you fucking hear the disdain in his voice as well?
No, it was not. That is Josh's misinterpretation. I did not have disdain. What I meant is that I don't have to deal with that hotel issues you're talking about. I was happy about that. No, listen, I've had a great time. I went for like 7-8 years in a row, man. I had a great time at San Diego Comic-Con. And just, once I moved back out the East Coast, it just really became a cost thing. I definitely have. Oh, I don't know if I lost you guys.
No, you're here.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, he may have lost his audio, Lee.
Oh, no.
You may have lost this audio. Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Oh, we got another first. And man, Jeff, you just got to come here every week, Jeff, and just tell all your friends that you're gonna do something, because this is great.
Bring the SGU crew around.
Yeah, Paul's here. Well, then you got to start bringing a lot of people to our show. Then
I don't have anybody. I'm it.
Oh, you're Francis. Anyway, I was saying I had a lot of great experience at San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, listen, I have critiques as well, like with any plays I go to, but a lot of great, awesome times, great times with you guys. You know, I fondly remember, you know, getting all these pictures we get with you guys, and that was just popped up on Facebook recently again. Yeah, but it's just too kind of cost prohibitive now for me. I do miss San Diego, the city. I miss living there, and but I still go out once a year, usually for the small one, San Diego Comic Fest, which is actually one of my most enjoyable ones now.
That's awesome.
It's because it's, you know,
Intimate.
it's
Like intimate.
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 That's how they actually use that. They bill it that way, though. The intimate, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's small. It's even smaller than Great Philly was.
Okay.
To give you a comparison there, Josh, like it's in the a hotel lobby, as well as like a separate kind of like a building.
Well, there's
where they
several rooms they use too.
Yeah.
They actually have 3 different
Right.
panel tracks going on, which is huge for that kind of size con, I think, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
And they have
it uses the
3 different vendor areas, a game area, you know.
Is it
Speaking,
3?
Yeah, well, Artist Alley, another hallway, and then the vendor hall.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
speaking of Great Philly, the show that doesn't exist anymore, Francis, but the memories have been popping up in a lot of mine and our friends' Facebooks, and I've been bombarded with memory pictures of years past there, and there was one
Well,
big.
this is the time for it.
Yeah, exactly. But there was this one big group photo that we took. I think it was in 2019.
Oh, the big one.
With the Source Point crew and the Points of Interest crew and the Philly crew, if you will. And I look at that and I'm like, man, I do. Tracy Konopka has it framed, and I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea. Because that was
We should have it framed. Yeah, that's a good picture of all of us.
particular year, that having that all of us there like that was pretty awesome. Much like it has been for us to be at San Diego with Jeff, which we wouldn't have been there without you. So I mean, those memories when they pop up as well in the July time, you know, or even the early ones for WonderCon. It's awesome to see, and I one day hopefully we'll all get to hang out again at another show and have the big hugs and do all the fun things we get to do, and it's definitely things have changed.
Yeah, no, a lot of great times.
Oh, totally.
God.
A lot of things have changed over the years, but man, it's something that if we all get a chance to do, it doesn't matter what show it is. It definitely want to do that again.
It'll be a while.
It might be a while.
It might be a while.
We need
sadly.
to come to the middle of the country, like Kansas maybe or something, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it would be something like that, like a small show like that. That would be cool to just walk in as a big crew and be like, "This is our show now."
Oh, that's nice. You're just gonna take over.
I mean, that's what we did at Philly.
yeah, that's what we did in Philly. Yeah, we'd love that.
All right,
Great.
but you were asked, right? You didn't just walk in and say, "We're taking over, everyone."
Yes and no. I mean,
Yeah, we were asked.
we were asked, yes, but part of it was Jason from help me out. I forgot.
Elegant Weapon.
Elegant Weapon.
Elegant
I don't know
Weapon.
why I drew a blank all of a sudden. Jason from An Elegant Weapon. He saw that he did have an inside connection to the show, but saw that there was a hole, and he jumped into that hole and filled it. And they were like, "He's pretty good at this. We're just going to let him do it." And
He's
the person,
Canadian.
and he's Canadian, so he's really polite. And his inside person vouched for him, and that was that. And you know, I would call the showrunner and be like, "I haven't gotten a hotel room yet. Where's my hotel room?" And then next thing you know, I'd get a confirmation and be like, "Okay, sweet."
Nice.
That guy didn't even know who the hell I was. I'm just emailing him, asking him for, you know, a few $100, you know, night or, you know, room at some hotel. Well, that's probably why the show doesn't exist anymore.
Sad. So sad. That's a whole other story.
Speaking of sad and other stories, Francis and Jeff, did you guys see today on the old Twitter machine or wherever you might get your fucking pop culture news stuff, but did you see that Netflix is shutting down its DVD/Blu-ray service?
I keep forgetting it was going on still.
I didn't think it still existed. So when I saw it, I was surprised.
Well, did you know that Netflix has like a gaming arm where you can rent games through Netflix?
I think I did know that.
I mean, I remember
I
remember GameFly back in the day. It was the same service as Netflix, but I didn't know Netflix also did games as well now.
Well, this is the thing. Netflix is really bad at advertising. It's really bad at telling you what is and what isn't anymore. But I didn't know that that's sad that their DVD and Blu-ray service is going away. But it makes sense.
Were you guys either of you were ever a customer of the DVD rental service?
Yes. Yep. Early days of Netflix, I was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did. You had the
before they had streaming. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got I don't know, whatever. I don't even remember what it was, but like one DVD at a time or whatever. I think you could get that, or you could get 2 at a time, right? I think there's different plans, and
There were different. I think the max was 4 out at a time, 4 or 5 out at a time. And
the hell, these people watching movies every day, I guess, huh?
I mean, some
Why
It
not?
was like it was like $10 a month or whatever, and like unlimited. You had unlimited rentals, I think, at the time.
Yeah, I mean, like
Once you send it back,
right,
then you could get a new one. Yeah.
And what was cool was that the barcode on the envelope. Not every post office had it, but a lot of them, if they scanned the barcode, it would send a message to Netflix to just go ahead and send the next disc.
Yeah.
Even though they hadn't actually
And the
received.
postage was paid, right?
Yeah, yeah. Listeners been asked. I wonder if they are going to sell their old DVD and Blu-rays. I'm not sure, but that's an interesting question.
They probably should.
They should
Probably sell them to more something like wholesale thing or store or something though. Not the individual people. I don't think it's just right.
Open up Blockbuster again just to be able to sell.
Just to sell.
I mean,
just to sell it.
There's some guy on YouTube that just turned his garage into a Blockbuster.
Might as well.
I was actually thinking that could work, man. If you're the only one, right?
There was that one. I think it's in like Oregon or Washington or something like that. It's the last running.
Did it finally close?
I think it did. Finally,
I thought it was still running. I did finally.
I think it did. This is where we need a producer, but
I'm hoping it's still running.
That would be kind of a fun pilgrimage to take if you were already there. I'm not flying there just to go to a fucking Blockbuster, but if you were already there
that's
doing
how we can all meet up.
There you go.
There you go. That's our big convention is going to Blockbuster. Hi Ginger, and yes, Paul, it is liquidation time. That's what they did to transform into their super powered selves as they scream and throw their arms up in the air, going liquidation time, and they transform into their superpower.
For the Blockbuster, that's what Netflix people.
Yeah, because that's what the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers do.
Oh God!
They yell, "It's Morphin time!
It's Morphin!
It's liquidation time!"
Anyway, Tammy says she would go to that liquidation sale if they were selling all their DVDs and Blu-rays.
$1. $1 or like a thing.
I mean, it would be cool to see, especially to see how many copies of something they would have.
Yeah, it would be.
They probably mostly already got rid of a lot of it, to be honest with you, right?
Sure.
Not many people were using it.
Right.
And I know, Josh, that you don't see this, but really quick, thanks to Paul, to Tammy, and to Jeff, even though he's right here, and well, he was here a second ago. But thanks all for following.
Oh, and he's back. I don't understand why I don't understand why I am not seeing any of these new followers. Yeah, on here, because if I hit a button here, it's just going to show me the last person that followed, not the last person that actually followed, but the last person that followed on my little version here. That's so weird. I don't understand, but thank you guys for the follow. That's awesome. So what the hell were we talking about? Oh yeah, DVDs. I used at first when I was first approached by a Netflix rep at a Best Buy in the DVD section.
Oh yeah,
they approached me and they were like, "How would you like to rent that movie that you're holding in your hand from the internet, and we'll mail it to you?" And then you could watch it for as long as you want and then return it whenever you want. And I went, or, and I'm holding it in my hand. You guys can't see this, but I'm looking at my hand. I'm holding it in my hand and I said, or I can go to the counter and pay $19.99 for it and it's mine forever. And just walked away from the guy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that is not the place to fucking solicit DVD rentals, is in a retail place where you're there to
wait a minute.
buy.
I want to know is like how was he even allowed to do that? I mean, I guess he was not telling Best Buy he was doing this, I'm assuming.
I mean, he
No,
was
no. Best Buy, as a frequenter of Best Buy back in the day, they allowed for solicitation from other companies to like solicit their customers, which I hated. It's kind of
why would they allow that? Did they get a cut of something?
I don't really know, but
Netflix was a competitor for Best Buy then, and what they were trying to do.
I'm not arguing, but I mean, I was approached by a Netflix person in a Best Buy, and I was just like, this is
it's
so
just bizarre
weird
to me that Best Buy would allow that.
Yeah.
But then it came to the point where I was like, well, let me give this a shot, because they have stuff that's out of print that, you know, Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and, you know, the mom and pop shop doesn't have anymore. And I started finding more and more movies through Netflix, and I was like, oh, that DVD burner in my computer's real been aching to get used, and I may have, you know, the statute of limitations is passed. So, you know, but it's all,
yes, I guess so.
It's all speculation. But, you know, I rented a lot of movies, Francis.
Yeah, well, look, you can. But yes, so Tammy brings up that Bend, Oregon still has a Blockbuster that's open and ran an ad during the Super Bowl. And she also says that a lone cockroach wanders a post-apocalyptic wasteland but finds the still open Blockbuster.
I'm assuming that was the ad.
That's the ad, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. It's open. Good. Bend, Oregon.
All right,
Bend,
let's
Oregon, let's
go. You know.
Too bad they don't still do full-service gas stations there. Otherwise, I'd go right now.
Did you guys see when they changed that shit?
What?
Oregon was one of the last states to have your... Wait, how do I word this? Oregon was one of the last states that still had... Attendees, yeah. Like, it was like, here. It was illegal to pump your own gas in Oregon. There's the words I'm looking for. They got pumped for you. And just in the last 2 or 3 years, they got rid of that, and now everybody has to pump their own gas. And people that have lived in Oregon their entire lives lost their fucking minds when they're like, what do you mean I have to pump my own gas? That's dangerous. That's why there's people that do it for you.
Is it dangerous?
Wait, so did they think these people went through training to pump gas? Special training?
Hey, man, I almost said something stupid. I don't know.
Do you have your gas pumping certificate? Have you done your 5 months training?
They had to check your dipstick, you know, when you got your gas pumped, right? They check your engine.
It never fails. Every summer I see somebody, you know, go get their gas in the middle of 100-degree weather, and they open up their gas tank, you know, they unscrew the thing, and their gas just shoots out of the thing because it's overpressured, and, you know, so maybe it isn't a safe thing. I don't know. I just heard somebody.
Paul, by the way,
I just heard somebody. Go ahead.
Paul says, aren't podcasts for saying stupid things that come on? So he's giving you permission to say stupid things.
No, well, perfect, because that's all we do here. It was illegal to pump gas in New Jersey too. I remember that. I remember that from the last time we were there. Went through there 8 years ago. Says Oster's mate.
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, that's the other place. Yeah, when I went to Washington as a kid, that was like really shocking to me coming from California, because California you only have your
self-serve.
State. Sorry, Washington State. And I went to Washington State for the first time like at 11 or something, or 12, and I was like, why are people touching our car? Tell them to get away from our... Like, I was freaking out because they were like touching our stuff, and I'm like, why are they touching our stuff? And I had to be told, like, yeah, no, this is normal in this part of the world, so go let them do it. So I thought
this
that was
part
really
of the world.
Well,
in the northwestern United States.
To me, I moved to Oregon for a very short time in the like early 90s, early mid 90s. And we had pumped gas the whole way there, my brother and I, when we drove there. When we get to Oregon and jump out of the car to pump gas, we got yelled at. Get back in the car. You know, the attendees and whatnot. Like, what the hell? What's going on?
You're not a trained professional.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have a zip up onesie on that's covered in grease.
Where's your certificate? Show us your certificate if you want to pump gas. Oh, sorry, sir. Anyway, this is why we never get to the brackets, but
Well, partially.
I have to show doing this.
And hey, look, I don't know how you guys feel about the guy that owns the fucking thing, but whatever, I don't really care. Talking about the company, SpaceX scrubbed their launch yesterday, and it was unfortunate. It was cool at the same time because everything's a test, but I am so excited to see that gigantic rocket fly up into the air. It's gonna be awesome.
That was a test of what the fuck's it called?
Starship.
Space.
It is SpaceX.
Starship.
Right?
Starship.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
SpaceX.
But Starship is the name of the.
Yeah. So it got scrubbed yesterday. But check this out. This is awesome. The next available launch is on 420.
Oh, gee. Of course.
So that fits. It
Place
just
will be
fits.
lit.
Exactly. It just
2 days from now.
Yeah. So Thursday morning. Thursday morning, like 7 Central, I think. 7:30 Central.
No.
So if you're
Get to see a
interested,
rocket.
if you're interested, check it out. I am. Let's see. Let's make sure I got all of my little things here. Yep, those are all checked off. There goes Jeff again. I gotta make sure, I
think it's every time you're gone.
I just gotta make sure I got all my
Every you reach for it.
my bullet points. But we do have another bracket to talk about this week, which I just pulled up on screen. So if you guys want to pull your versions up so you can see, and I just hit buttons. I hit the 2000 button. Follow us. We're on the road to 2000. Did not mean to hit that.
Road to 50.
Road to 50. Then to 2000.
Then to 2000. Increments. We're incremental in our road.
Right.
We can't just go from to 2000. We got to hit 50 first, and then we can hit 2000.
You guys haven't
The
been
arbitrary number that's required for press at conventions.
Yeah. So you guys haven't been to the Red Rocks Amphitheater here in Colorado, I'm assuming.
Nope.
No. All right.
No, I haven't.
To get to
I know
it,
of it, but I have never been.
there is a 3,000 staircase that you have to walk up to get into the amphitheater. I'm good for about 1,500 of those steps. And the second set 1,500 is just pure hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's an aside to nothing.
No,
Well,
that was the whole
look,
story.
What's that?
That was the whole story.
Come to Red Rocks. Then you'll understand.
I climbed what do you call it? I climbed a mountain in Japan, Mount Inari, which is I don't know how many thousands of steps it is, but it's all just steps. It's all just steps and torii gates, and the whole thing is a bunch of just torii gates that you just walk under.
What's
all
a
the
torii
way
gate?
up. Torii gate are those orangey red gates that are made of wood. It has like the thing up top and the 2 bars at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the torii gates, and you climb the torii gates, and it takes you about an hour to get to the top, and you're just climbing. And the thing that always weirded me out is that at the very top, there's a vending machine. And I'm like, I feel bad for people to refill the vending machine at the top of Inari Mountain just so that you can have a refreshing.
Maybe they helicoptered in.
Maybe. It'd be tough, but maybe. But I guess people have to have their calpis,
Or cow piss?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite drink to say out loud because it sounds like cow piss, but it's CALPIS, calpis.
What is it?
It's like a it's like like a watery. It's like Gatorade, but not really. Like it's still water, but it has like the extra electrolytes and stuff like that. So it's cloudy. It looks really gross, but apparently people swear by it.
You didn't have any?
I know, because it looked too gross for me to drink. I'm like, I can't drink this. It's gross. Even though everyone drinks it in Japan, like everyone drinks Calpis. I'm like, I don't like this. And it's also called Calpis. Like, I don't want to be drinking Calpis. Like, it sounds awful. So I didn't drink it.
By the way, Tammy climbed Diamond Head several times and Mount Vesuvius. That's really cool, Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah, and Diamond Head.
I don't know where Diamond Head. What's that?
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure.
I'm assuming it's just Diamond Head. Just sounds tall, but
I got a trail here called Devil's Head. That's kind of like Diamond Head.
Oh, Diamond Head is in Hawaii.
Oh,
it's a volcanic mountain in Hawaii on the island of Oahu, known as Le'ahai. So there you go. Very nice. Thanks, Dan.
Very nice.
And thank you to Mr. Marks for joining, for following us as well. So thanks very much, Mr. Marks. We're getting closer and closer to 50.
Then we can hit 2,000.
Right. We're gonna just jump 50. We're just gonna jump, 1,950 people after that.
Look, man, they didn't have a fucking glittery thing for 50. All right.
It's all good. Anyway.
All right, let's do this battle of the fandoms things brought to you by us, by ourselves. But I stole this from Pluto, so hey, thanks, Pluto. Sponsor us. We're into old stuff too.
Is that the slogan on the thing? We're into old stuff too.
No.
I mean,
no.
We could change it. We could change it.
Yeah. Pluto, we're into old stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow,
Anyway, go ahead.
For Diamond Head, you have to crawl through the window of a World War II bunker to get to the top. That is cool.
Oh, that is cool.
That is pretty cool.
Oh my god.
That would be a lot of fun to do. Hawaii would be a lot of fun to do, period. But
that's where we should all meet up, Hawaii.
Have you guys been?
No.
Nope.
You're gonna have to Mr. T me to get me over that much water in a plane.
Wait. So you fly, but not over oceans?
I mean, that's just look, man. When they start the speech with in case of cabin depressurization, which translates to roof flies off.
But they do that for every flight, no matter if you're going over the water or not.
Right, but the thing that always gets me is, don't worry, your seat cushion is a flotation device. And that's just what I want to do, is bobbing around the Pacific Ocean, clinging on to a cushion that smells like peanuts and beer farts.
Tasty.
But it's your cushion, so you've been the one farting then.
It's not like I brought it with me. It's my flight cushion.
But you're the one who's been in it the last couple hours.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It smelled like peanuts and beer farts. No,
I actually am reassured. I'm reassured that the cushion is a flotation device. That makes me feel better, actually.
I just picture just people just clinging on to a seat cushion, just bobbing around in the ocean.
Think about it this way, though. You probably have a better chance if you crash in the ocean than if you crash and land.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Depending on where and land you're crashing, if you have your landing gear deployed, all that stuff.
If you hit a bunch of trees real soft, like the Enterprise did that one time in that movie. Maybe.
Yeah, well, if you hit a trees in a plane, one of these planes, it's probably not good. Good.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen what a bird does to a 747? I can't imagine what a tree would do. So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you land in the water, like the guy in the movie who landed in the Hudson River in New York City.
I think he did that for real, and then they made a movie about it.
He did. That's based on a real 100% happened.
That's the Sully movie.
Sully. Tom Hanks played him. Yeah, Sully. Yeah. So, you have a nice ocean landing.
A nice ocean landing
would be... around in your seat.
I mean, a nice ocean landing, it was a lot more easy to deal with than, don't worry, your seat will become a flotation device after the roof flies off.
Well, luckily the thing that the thing that you slide off of when you crash land, that could be as a raft.
Yes, that's right. It's a raft.
Yeah. So
And
at
at
least you'll
least
have a raft. You don't have to necessarily bob.
and at least, you have a sense of fun before you get dumped into the ocean. You're on a slide.
And if you're going to Hawaii, you're in the southern ass Pacific, so it's probably not that cold in the water.
It'll be nice and warm.
That's true. But still, you're gonna have to be a
You
Baraka
could piss in the water, and nobody would know. It's fine.
I mean, I do that anyway.
I would love to do a scheme like a B.A. Baracus type scheme where we knock you out.
And see, but the thing is, you couldn't do milk because I'm lactose intolerant. So if you did knock me out, you just have to deal with a farting, passed out version of me the whole time.
Oh, I'm not, dude. I love milk. I would not waste milk on you.
I have seen your love for milk.
Yeah, I'm not using milk to knock you out. I'm using something else.
Like one of my favorite. I'm sorry, but this is what podcasts are, just the sides of nothing. But one of my favoriteest memories of San Diego Comic-Con is asking Jeff, "Hey man, we're gonna go get some food and get some snacks and stuff. Do you need anything?" And it was like, "Yeah, I could use this and this and a fucking quart of milk." I'm like, what? I thought like you needed it for like a skit, or like you were gonna, douse somebody in milk for some reason for a photo shoot or something. Like, no, this guy's just tilting back a quart of milk like it was, nothing. It was.
Yeah, man. It's the most delicious thing around. It's very thirst quenching. My favorite memory is Francis bringing his little cooler and revealing that he had the milk in the cooler. Like,
that's right. Yeah, I had milk. I had milk ready for you. Yeah,
that is right.
I was ready. I was going to go in not ready. I was ready for it.
Oh, Paul, don't say that. Milk is not healthy. That's a dirty lie, Paul. Please stop spreading that Facebook stuff.
There's a theory that milk and bread is actually bad for people.
What about milk bread?
Well, bread's not as good. I mean, bread's not quite as good, depending on what kind of bread.
Milk
is very good for you.
What about milk bread?
What the hell is milk bread?
Milk bread?
Have I had milk bread?
You were in Japan.
Yeah,
you might have. I don't know. It's a Japanese
I might
thing.
have. I didn't. I had melon bread, which is the one that tastes like melon.
Oh no, Paul's starting conspiracy theories because he's trying to get everyone to drink almond milk and oat milk. Paul, do you work for the almond milk and oat milk industries?
That's what it is. Paul's
I don't drink milk from anything.
Paul's an almond farmer. He's protecting.
Tammy, by the way, also tells you if you keep your feet up, the plane will not. Well, you'll keep the plane in the air. Just keep your feet up. She tells you, Josh.
Oh well, I mean, how does Tammy know my feet are gigantic? It can somehow.
She was just guessing.
Oh well, must be the deep voice. Yeah, my feet produce lift. They're so big.
It'll be worth it, Josh. We have a friend now who's living there more like long term, so you'll have a couch to stay on if anything.
Where? Who?
Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii. Yeah. I mean, look, even if there isn't a couch to sleep on, you're in Hawaii. You just go sleep on the beach. It's warm.
So beautiful. Oh, I love Hawaii.
I mean,
it's great.
If you're going to choose to be homeless someplace, San Diego, LA area, Hawaii.
Well,
Hawaii. It's just so gorgeous.
You don't really choose to be homeless, I guess, if you unfortunately find yourself.
Well, I was trying.
Some people choose to.
I mean,
some people like to be couch surfers, which is good.
Well,
good for them.
Okay. Are you saying couch surfers are technically homeless? I guess technically.
Yeah, technically
homeless.
If they bring everything they own with them to sleep on your couch, yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
I mean, like, it's different. Like, hey, Jeff, come over for a sleepover and shit. And you bring your sleeping bag and your fucking stuffy and, your milk and your video game controller, right? That's different than, hey, Jeff, you want to come have a sleepover? And you bring everything you own.
I like that you say a sleepover. Yeah, let's have a sleepover.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, whatever.
All right, I'm still gonna say though, if you're a couch surfer and you have enough people that'll let you do that, that's very different than people who are homeless on the street. I'll say that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, but
we're not trying to.
I think there's
not trying to dig on anybody. Just
I know. I saw a lot of when I lived in downtown San Diego. Every day.
Oh yeah.
All around where I lived.
And you're right, Marks. Milk does turn people into cow people. You're right.
What?
I don't know what that means, but yes. Go books3.com/Tales of Monstrosity. Speaking of cow people, which could be potential monsters, I guess.
I mean,
there you go.
Shamelessly plug away.
Hey, I'm in it too, so I like this plugging.
Yeah. So you never know. You too could be one of the cow people. You never know.
You too.
You too.
Bono.
You too can be Bono.
Well, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you know what? You might be fun is to talk about this bracket brought to you by PlutoTV. They're into old shit too. What's their slogan?
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, go for that.
We're into old shit.
Hold on to that one. Yeah, that's the good phrase.
Yeah, we'll definitely get sponsored now. All right, let's try this. So the first one up here is going to be Jeopardy versus Wheel of Fortune. Jeff, you're the guest. Go ahead.
Which one's better?
Yeah.
Who wins?
Yeah. Which one?
I guess you just talk about which one you would prefer.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune. Well, first off, I think they both are pretty sucky. Wheel of Fortune.
Damn.
I think
Shots fucking fired.
Jeopardy is one of the most overrated things. I have no idea why it's lasted decades.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking boring. It has no production value. Yes, I'm sorry. I have a real problem with Jeopardy for some reason.
No shit.
Because I don't get why they're so fascinated by this show and why it's run for so long.
I think it's the general knowledge part. Like, even though it's not really general knowledge, there's a lot of specific knowledge.
Okay, so you can memorize a lot of fucking shit.
Yeah,
great.
People like that though. Like people like trivia games, right? Like that's kind of why trivia games are so popular. You know, but I look. This is not to defend either one, but I mean, because I don't watch Jeopardy. I find it very boring as well. But I'm just saying, like, I can understand why people like it though. I can see why people get into it. I just don't get it. I get the Saturday Night Live version of it. That totally makes sense to me. Yes. But that's because it's Saturday Night Live version.
Rapist.
Yeah, it's the therapist.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that to me is funny.
Tammy says Jeopardy is great because you can prove you're the smartest person in the room.
Which is really all it is, right?
I mean,
it's bragging rights for useless knowledge.
Sure. I mean, if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else, Jeff?
Mark says Jeopardy for the knowledge drops, Wheel of Fortune spelling games.
Yeah.
I mean, how is Wheel of Fortune any different than Jeopardy in the sense of there's no production value and it's boring as shit and it's a trivia
be clear,
game.
I feel they're both boring. I don't like either of them, but you're making me choose, right? So I'll choose Wheel of Fortune because number one, at least you have. I mean, I never was that into Vanna White, but at least there's an attractive woman there, and I actually feel there are more production values because you got to turn all the letters. Blah blah blah. There's a big wheel. There's more shit going on.
They haven't turned a letter in fucking 15 years.
No, I know. Well, they do automatically. They go automatically now, right?
So it's a LED. All she does is touch the.
It's an LED.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's still more stuff involved than just this blue screen with text on it. Okay, there's still more stuff going on.
Fair, but you know what I do?
Yes, I find both of them extremely boring.
I mean, we're all gonna pretty much agree on this a little. I just shots fired as right away, but damn.
It was good. I liked it. I liked the passion behind it. I liked that. I was like, yeah.
Wheel of Fortune was a lot more fun back in the day when the winner got to be a floating head and they panned across the wall of prizes, and they got to be like, I'll take the ceramic dog for 500, Pat. You know, and like,
That's what they did.
I'll take look
Really?
it up.
Wow.
There'll be like a Floby, and they're like, yeah, I'll take the Floby for $50. And Pat, be like, you've got $25 left, and I'll take the rest in a gift card.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was great back in the day. You have to
All
look.
Cammy
You have to
said,
look.
Jeff, if Vanna turns the questions over, would I like Jeopardy? No, I would still hate it. But Mark says American Gladiators beats both of them. I totally agree. I love that.
Oh, totally.
That's
I
an
mean,
option.
it doesn't matter which version of American Gladiators. Like, they're all pretty awesome. They're all pretty
Yes.
awesome. So
Satellite, we only have.
So what are you guys choosing in this category, though?
I can't spell for shit. So Jeopardy. Even after all the years of
really?
watching, even after all the years of watching Wheel of Fortune, I can't spell for shit. So I can hold on to trivia a lot better than I can fucking the fundamentals of English.
Right. If I were to pick between the two, my rationale is Vanna White did Playboy for Wheel of Fortune, not for
Did she
Wheel of
really?
Fortune, but she did do Playboy.
Like totally naked?
I believe she did. Yeah.
Topless at the very least.
Someone can verify, but I know she was on Playboy, 100%. You know, no offense to oh god,
Trebek?
I was gonna call him Tom Brokaw, Alex Trebek.
Tom Brokaw.
Tom Brokaw does Jeopardy. That'd be fucking awesome.
It's Jeopardy.
No offense to Alex Trebek, but I'm glad I didn't get to see him naked, so that's fine. But actually, if I were to pick, because SNL does such a great job, and it's only because of SNL because they did a great job of parodying Jeopardy, I'm gonna have to pick Jeopardy on this one. So that one will make it into the first spot. Now, oh boy, what's next, Josh? What do we got? What do we got going?
The next one down is going to be Top Gear versus Bar Rescue. I'll go. Since
You're
you guys
right,
aren't
Tammy.
saying
I would pick The Price is Right, but The Price is Right
Me
was
too.
not a.
Price is Right is great.
Well, I would only. Well, I
We
think
haven't got there
she's
yet,
saying
though.
I would pick it because I was on it.
Right, right.
But I actually really enjoyed the show. Anyway, go on.
But yeah, Top Gear versus Bar Rescue.
I've never seen Bar Rescue.
You're not missing anything.
It-
Have you
Oh, so
seen
you've
Have you
seen
seen Kitchen Nightmare?
Yeah.
Then you've seen Bar Rescue. Replace Gordon Ramsay with another guy that yells and cusses a lot, and you had the same fucking show. Put it in a bar.
Is he British? Is the guy? Is the Bar Rescue guy?
No,
British
he's
too?
like some dude from fucking Jersey or something like that. He looks like he tried to be in the mafia, and the mafia was like, you're not scummy enough. You're close, but you're not quite there. Why don't you go own a bar instead?
Oh, brother. All right. Well, this one, I don't know. Like, if I were to pick, it'd be pretty. I would only pick Top Gear because I know what Top Gear is. Like, that's the only because I know it well.
I mean, that's
versus
fair. That's fair.
Bar Rescue. Yeah.
So
it's a little-
this left side of the bracket, half these shows I've never seen, including these two shows. But I'm 100% going to go with Top Gear because I have zero interest in watching any kind of rescuing reality show trying to save anything. Once again, I hate reality show in general. But at least if Top Gear has cars racing around, I may be entertained for a minute and a half.
I mean, that's fair.
Well, you
And
did.
Matt LeBlanc used to be on it. You know, good old Joey from Friends. At one point, he was.
He was a host he was a guest at first, and then they gave him a hosting duty for a little bit, and he was like, "I'm tired of flying to England, so I don't want to do this anymore."
Okay,
Oh,
I wouldn't be tired of flying to England. Sounds-
Oh, no.
Now it's Chris Evans and two other guys.
oh, Chris Evans, that's cool.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
Chris
no,
Evans-
different Chris Evans, not Captain
Oh,
America.
not Captain
Not
America.
Captain
Chris
America.
Evans.
No,
it's a-
English radio host Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Mark says Top Gear because it kind of sounds like Top Gun.
Well, it's.
Yeah, it makes
I
sense.
mean, it sounds like it. It's got nothing like it at all.
But it is kind of it's Top Gun for cars.
Yeah, I mean,
Cars.
yeah, it's all about.
They have the need for speed, right?
They do. Okay, fair.
They do.
They do.
They do.
Look, for me, it's Top Gear. So for some people, they watch Parks and
You
Rec
love
every
Top Gear,
night.
and-
Some people watch The fucking Office every night. Some people watch Golden Girls every night before they go to bed, regardless of how many times they've seen the episodes. That's Top Gear for me. When we're done with this, that's what's going on the TV. It's just mindless banter, and I fall asleep. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen all 20. Well, the original 3 hosts. They have 22 series. I think I've seen all of them multiple times. It's
your comfort food.
It's total comfort food for me. So that's Top Gear is definitely, I think, gonna win that one.
Okay.
Next down the line.
No, it totally did.
Next down the
I'm
line
sure-
is go ahead, go.
I was gonna say, and between Top Gear and Jeopardy, I'm certain Top Gear will win that slot.
Right.
Hey, we're not there yet, though, right?
Yeah.
I know we're not there
Right,
yet.
right.
But yeah.
Don't get ahead.
Listeners mate, I mean, I would watch Mythbusters too, but that wasn't the bracket there. So, but Mythbusters is a fun watch as well to just kind of put on and just let it go through its thing. The next down the line is going to be Blue Bloods and Criminal Minds. I think Blue Bloods has fucking
Tom Selleck.
the Magnum PI on it. Yeah. Criminal Minds has people that show that
It had Mandy Patinkin in it for a little bit.
That's true.
whoever that is.
Oh,
and
Mark says Criminal Minds kills the competition.
Oh,
I'm sure there's a pun.
Criminal
in
Minds
there.
every time from Tammy.
Okay. Well, I don't know what either one of these shows are. So this one's going to be all audience participation, I think, because I don't think either.
I think so, too.
None of the 3 of us have seen these 2 shows.
yeah. Have
I
you
have
seen it?
not.
You've seen either, right? No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, Magnum PI is great and all, but
If I had to,
I think-
yeah. You know, Criminal Minds.
yeah, because Criminal Minds, everyone knows Criminal Minds. I think, right? Like I've heard of it.
I mean,
I haven't.
Blue Bloods
that's
has
what
been out
that's
for a
what
long time, actually. Now
the chat is
Okay.
saying. Criminal Minds. So I think Criminal Minds wins that one.
we
We
should
can
give
just
it to. If I had to choose,
Yeah.
I would go Blue Blood just because Tom Selleck, even though his character seems crazy boring in that show. But yeah, give it to Criminal Minds. Let the audience decide.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll give it to you guys.
Criminal Minds.
And
there's
Annika says it too.
I see 4 on there for Criminal Minds. So
Yeah, and Tammy's daughter says it too. Says another one, Annika.
Yeah.
well, there you go.
They're a special
Alright.
police unit that hunts serial killers. That's what Mark says Criminal Minds is about.
Oh,
Oh, that's
isn't
okay.
isn't that what
All right.
all the fucking cop shows are about? Like, isn't there one
About
about?
Blue Bloods.
Isn't there one
Not
about
Blue
like?
Bloods.
Isn't there one like about special victims unit?
Well, that's Law and Order.
That's not our
That's
SVU.
different.
Okay,
That's
but
not like 20
how's it?
years
How's
old.
that fucking different?
Well, because that's not serial killers. That's just such like often victims of sexual violence and other stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, well, that's. Why do they make a fucking show about that? That's another
Hey,
another
dude, that's
fucking
been on
top.
for almost
Another topic
longer
for
than
another
any show around.
That's just
That's true. That's true.
that's fucking weird.
Mariska Hargitay.
All right. The Walking Dead universe, whatever the fuck that is, versus the Twilight Zone.
They just
other words,
mean
all of-
all the Walking Dead shows combined.
Oh, so a big ball of boredom.
I'm pretty much with you on that. I watched the first 5 episodes of season 1 when it first came on, and that was it for me.
I lasted longer than you in the first season. I made it to season 2. I made it to the season 2 hiatus where stupid cop told dumb little girl to stay on the riverbank and not move. And dumb little girl immediately moved and ran away from the spot that stupid cop told her to stay. And I looked at my roommate at the time and I said, I'm done with this fucking show because
Jeez.
I know what's going to happen. The end of the season, I don't care what happens, but the end of the season, somebody's shooting this stupid little girl because she's a zombie. Because she's lost. They don't know where she is. And what did happen at the end of the second season? The church doors opened up, and who's standing there but the stupid little girl turned into a zombie? That show is dumb.
I mean, it was a 1,000 issue comic book it was, it was very popular for a very long
Well, it's
time
still
because
going
again,
too. There's still like Fear the Walking Dead, right?
Right.
There's a new Walking Dead show. I don't know what the name
There's
is.
a new one coming out called Jump the Shark.
How good is the Fonzie in it?
I mean, it fucking might as well.
Can he run over some zombies with his motorcycle?
Hey.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm going Twilight Zone. I don't like The Walking Dead. I think the Twilight Zone though did some very provocative stuff, some cool storytelling.
Again, it doesn't matter which version of the Twilight Zone you're seeing. There's some pretty awesome episodes.
Yeah. A lot of memorable stuff. Again, very iconic episodes. People will
Things on planes
talk about
and stuff.
Yeah, if you talk about the plane wing and you think William Shatner, boom, you know what episode. You talk about the pig face people, you know what episode. You talk about the guy who breaks his glasses, you know the episode. If you there's just so many. Like you can go on and on and on and just talk about it. I mean, this all pre. Who took over as host of Twilight Zone for like the 90s? It was like a 90s Twilight Zone.
The Crypt Keeper.
Forgot who it was. Was it Lawrence Fishburne, I think, or something like that? Like somebody took over as host for because they redid it. John Lithgow did the airplane freaking episode again. And I'm like, oh, okay. We didn't have to
they just did one like 2 or 3 years ago, right?
They did. Yeah.
Short-lived one, I think, right?
Oh yeah. That was very, very, very condensed.
I like
But
this.
By the way, our buddy Greg here from Art of the Roll.
Yeah, yep. I just saw that.
Well, first off, he says The Walking Dead was boring after season 1, but then he says, "Is this bracket called shows I fucking hate?"
Whoa! For all of them? Oh no, Greg! Oh no.
We're gonna save the second half of this bracket for next week, Jeff. If you want to come back.
The right-hand end of the bracket is better, folks. I feel like the right-hand side is.
But you're gonna have to wait for that.
But you're gonna have to wait because we're gonna do it next week. Jeff, come back.
Oh, you mean we do the entire left first? Is that how you do all the way to the winner?
Well, because we're running short on time for me to be awake and somewhat entertaining.
All right, we better get through these.
But that's the entire left-hand side. We're good. We'll come back for the right-hand side.
No, but you have to.
What?
We're not gonna.
We can we can go down. We can go down. So Jeopardy versus Top Gear.
Top Gear. See my aforementioned Jeopardy comments.
Yeah,
and
Top Gear
well, I mean, I watch it every night, so that's pretty easy for me. So yeah, that one wins there.
We don't hate most of the shows, Greg. We actually like Twilight Zone, and Josh really likes Top Gear. We just don't know the other. Like we don't really the other shows we're not really familiar with.
Bar Rescue. I've seen Bar Rescue. If you like I said, if you've seen Kitchen Nightmares, you've seen Bar Rescue. It's the same show with a guy that's English and a guy that's an American. Or he's not even English, he's Scottish, but whatever.
And Greg, we didn't pick these. This is just Josh found this Pluto Battle of the Fandom, so it's like kind of random shows.
This is brought to you by PlutoTV. We're into old shit.
We're into old shit too.
Two.
We're into old shit too. Yeah, we're into old shit too. Yeah. We're totally getting sponsored by them.
One day.
So who do we choose between Blue Bloods and Criminal Minds? Criminal Minds versus the Twilight Zone.
I want to see what the audience thinks.
Yeah, Twilight Zone for me because I haven't seen the other.
Right, I think all three of us is going to be Twilight Zone, but we did let the audience pick the Criminal Minds. So the Criminal Minds people that picked, you guys gotta speak up because otherwise.
Criminal Minds or Twilight Zone. There was a lot of love for Criminal Minds earlier.
Yeah. But yes, these are all Pluto TV channels, Mark says. So yeah, I guess these are dedicated channels to these shows on Pluto TV.
Okay.
And Listener's Mate says it was Lawrence Fishburne who did the remake.
It was.
Oh, that's cool.
I remember him.
The Cartoon King.
Mark's is Twilight Zone all the way for this one.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
I'm with you.
This is 3 times.
Criminal Minds because I watched that.
Wow, look at that. Tammy going for Criminal
All right,
Minds.
we need more opinions, folks.
Yeah, we need at least the 4 people that chimed in earlier need to at least,
Tammy, what is your? Oh, well, actually, your
Yeah.
daughter Annika probably. I was gonna say Criminal Minds too. You probably said you.
Yeah, I'm curious if because I know they do Twilight Zone marathons on Halloween, right? No, is it Halloween or New Year's? There's a day in the year where they just do straight up episode after episode after episode of Twilight Zone, and it's awesome. Like,
Well,
I
you get
wish-
that every day on Pluto because there's a Twilight Zone channel.
Yeah, because they're into old shit too.
All right, so
Ginger says original Twilight Zone.
There you go. Yes, and this is original Twilight Zone. This is not going to be Lawrence Fishburne or the one from a few years ago. So we're not counting.
They
that.
might. I wonder if they do ever throw in some of the Fishburne ones. It's possible. I don't know.
They should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, give the guy some
Because
love.
there used to be, I don't know if there still is, an American Gladiators channel, and they showed the '90s and the 2000s one. They showed both,
Oh, that's cool.
or the '80s, late '80s, I should say.
And Tammy
It's
does
not-
say
I never
Anakin.
watched.
Go ahead.
Go on.
Nope, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
You did.
Nope.
I'll go ahead.
The Sci-Fi Channel does the Twilight Zone marathons on New Year's and the 4th of July.
That's it. Okay.
And then Tammy said, Annika and I watch it together. She uses it as her comfort show. So
That's
Criminal
good.
Mind. See, that's the thing. That's so weird. And Francis, we've talked about this. But Jeff,
Yeah.
do you know a lot of people that listen to podcasts? Or do you yourself listen to podcasts? Look, we're going into commercial.
We're going to
know, right?
commercial.
No, but
No,
it
no,
sounds
no,
like we are.
Oh,
Like we are.
actually, I don't. Kind of interesting because, well, I mean, I don't actually do a podcast. I do like some people consider it that, but we do like a live video show.
Sure.
I don't really. I listened to one very recently, The Witch Trials of J.K. Rowling, but that's the only one I've listened to in a very long time.
Okay, well, the point I was trying to get to is that there's so many people that listen to like murder mystery and like
Yes.
murder
Yeah.
porn, if you will, podcasts.
True
And I
crime.
just true crime, I guess is the correct way to say it. And I just don't understand it because all the topics you guys listen to and spend 5-6 episodes and like countless hours listening to, if you just went to the Wikipedia page, you could read all about it and be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
nothing's dramatized. You know, you have it dramatized.
And that's
It's not
just,
my thing either, but it
Right.
is super popular. Yeah.
it is very super popular. It's just not my thing. I don't understand the fascination with death of others. But it looks like
It looks like Twilight Zone. We're in.
it's 50-50.
Yeah, it does.
It's
No,
kind of 50-50.
Greg chimed in. There's 3 Twilight Zones now in the chat,
Okay.
and 2 Criminal Minds.
All right. So Twilight Zone goes through on it. That one. That's so Twilight Zone versus Top Gear.
And we all said Twilight Zone too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Twilight Zone versus Top Gear.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand I understand your love of Top Gear there, Josh. But I mean, yeah, it has to be Twilight Zone, I think.
This might surprise you, but I'm going to say Twilight Zone as well, only because it's more memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you remember those episodes? We all remember the big, the big famous episodes or whatnot, the ones that have been parodied and referenced upon for years. You don't see a lot of references in pop culture to Top Gear.
Maybe in the UK though.
Maybe, but we're not there.
here in the US. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that time they got 90 miles per hour? Oh,
Right.
wait, that happened every show.
Oh, do you remember that time
No,
they did
but
the gigantic power slide? Well, what episode? Okay, yeah, you're right.
But they drove that one car with the 3 wheels, and then
The
Jeremy
Reliant
Clarkson,
Robin?
every time he made a turn, he would topple over because the car had 3 wheels,
Yep.
and he would just make the slightest turn, and the car would just boom, just fall over, and it's one of the funniest things you'll ever see on TV.
It is one of the funniest things you will see, but
Yeah.
it does. I don't think it has the lasting power of a Twilight
No,
Zone.
not here at least. Yeah, not globally.
No,
Mark says, looks like we're in the zone. That's right.
in the zone.
AutoZone.
That's another sponsor. Good.
AutoZone. We got the shit you need.
It's always shit. Huh? Always shit in the slogans.
I don't know. Like, look, advertising needs to be a lot more like honest. much like Christmas cards and Christmas music. You know, advertising just needs to be more honest and up to date with the way people talk on a daily basis. Not everybody cusses in their day-to-day talk in every other sentence. I realize this, but a lot of people do.
All right, and a quick thank you to not a quick one, but just a huge thank you to Nick Crodius, who's lurking. Hasn't said anything in the chat room, but I see he did like the POI, so thank you for that. We're
thanks,
very close.
Yes,
We're getting very close to the 5-0. So thanks everyone who's been liking. Our goal is to get to 5-0 because that means we become partner.
Yes,
right? Partner,
and then we can offer more fun stuff at that point or something. You get stickers or stuff. I don't know what happens.
Oh, we get
Channel
channel points, which means that they can make us. We don't have to make us do stuff, but we can have it mean something if people, use channel points and stuff. And we'll talk about it later, though.
Let's be like that one guy that does a rave every time he gets a kill on some game. He turns his whole room into a rave with fire and fucking fog and everything, which is not a good combination, by the way. Fake fog and fire.
That's up to you, man. That's up to you. You have to wire your room so that stuff happens.
You know that irresponsible kid I was talking about earlier. You know.
Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, no. That irresponsible kid could get a whole lighting rig put in here in the next week.
Forget I said anything.
Yeah.
I forgot. You're vulnerable. I forgot. Let's not talk about it.
This just says a car with 3 wheels makes me think of something Steve Urkel would drive.
Well, that's the BMW that Steve Urkel drove in Family Matters. The God, what is the name? Yeah, but I forgot what the real name. Like
real name of the car. Wait, I don't know. Did it only have 3 or did it have 4?
It had 3. Yeah, there's one in the back.
You know what? I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I haven't seen that much of what's the show? Family Matters.
Yeah. No, that should be on here. They should have a PlutoTV channel for that.
Oh, they should have a TGIF bracket.
Because TGIF is some old
Matters
shit.
Was great.
Yeah. which is Pluto's known for.
Yeah. I can't wait to put the hashtags in here. Man. The hashtags are going to be amazing. We're definitely getting contacted one way or the other. They're going to tell us to never mention them again, or they're going to want us to talk about them all the time.
Please stop talking about us.
Yeah, please never mention us again on your show. Hey Jeff, where can people find you on the internet if they wanted to do so?
Supergeekedup.com or Super Geeked Up on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. It's pretty much everywhere. You can go Super Geeked Up, find me. And like we said, Francis and I, Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, we do our geeky improv and chat. Thursday nights with Greg and Chaz there in the chat on the Art of the Roll channel, which is Art of the Roll on YouTube or Twitch. We play a Star Wars role-playing game using Dungeons & Dragons rules. And we have a lot of fun going around the galaxy, getting into shenanigans. And that's at 10:30 Eastern on Thursday nights. So Wednesday and Thursdays, you can see me back to back doing geeky stuff.
You could next week
back to back.
Oh, and no, here you're right. Oh my God, Tuesday through Thursday. Holy crap!
And next week you're going to be back, so we can do the right hand side of this bracket and find the ultimate winner. God. Of PlutoTV.
The ultimate winter.
The ultimate winter.
Negative 50 degrees.
First in Fahrenheit.
Oh, it's cold.
First in Celsius, then in Fahrenheit. Francis, where can people find you on the internets and the fun things that you do?
You know what? Just go to. I don't update the website, so I'm not going to take you to the website right now. Go to AKA the other guy on Twitter because I'm good there. and I do stuff there. You can find the links to the shows that I'm on there. You can see the link to Points of Interest and to Super Geeked Up right in that my description, my profile, because I point people in directions. But yeah, do that. Oh, and I'll mention it because they put me on the list, like, officially as of like last Friday.
You're on a list?
Well, just say it. Just go. I'm on the list. So if you haven't checked it out, or if you know someone who has a kidney that they can give to me, which would be great because I need one. Because I am told I cannot go anywhere now. I need to be on call for when a kidney is available, because I am going to have to drop everything and go to a hospital to get my kidney put into me, which is going to be interesting.
Is that the thing where you have to like respond within a certain number of hours or something?
Exactly, yeah. So I can't travel for the next few years because I need to be close to a hospital, because I need to be able to get a kidney as quickly as possible. So USCLA kidney donor.org. Use my name, Francis Fernandez, date of birth, November 8th, 1980. Do that stuff, and maybe, if we're lucky, I'll have a kidney, and I don't have to worry about anything, and I can go ahead and move and travel again and live life like a normal human being, because I'm not doing that right now, because that's what happens when you're not taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself, kids. Drink milk.
Yeah, drink milk. I'm putting in the chat. What's the birth date again?
It won't
November
pop.
8th, 1980.
Oh yeah, that'll pop up. Yeah, the link won't pop up.
November what?
November 8th, 1980.
Yeah, I had a feeling that link I put in probably didn't work.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
That's the most amount of times I have heard Francis say his birthday in 1 minute.
I know.
And it's different because for the 10 years I've known him, 13 years I've known him, whatever it is, like nobody's known his birthday. He didn't even think I knew his birthday, but he slipped and his birthday was on his Skype profile forever. He didn't even know. And then one day I sent him a gift and said, happy birthday. Yeah. And he's like, how'd you know?
I was so upset. I'm so mad at him.
You were. You were actually a little upset.
I was upset that you found out, but I'm like, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Yes. Or almond or oat milk.
Yes,
definitely.
From the almond and oat farmer.
Oh no, Mark's is also an almond farmer apparently, like with Paul.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's happening. It's happening.
Get your milk on however you want to get it. You can get your tweets on and stuff like that with me and all the rest of these guys, but you can find me on the Twitters at 303_ninja, 303ninja on the Instagram. You can find everything Points of Interest. Just look up Points of Interest or POI Podcast. It'll be easy because there's some synergy there. We tried. It didn't really work, but we tried. Call voicemail. Join into the show next week if you want to. You can do that by calling 314-764-7631. Spells out POI Pod 1. See, there was some synergy. We tried. Email thepoipodcast@gmail.com. And like I said, POI Podcast for everything. We'll be back here next week with Jeff to finish out this bracket and other fun stuff. Maybe a sponsorship from some other company that we didn't have this week. Pluto. We're in old shit too.
Sure.
We'll be in contact before the next episode, I'm sure. But we'll be back next Tuesday. Thank you, all the new people from Super Geeked Up that came over here to join into the chat and hang out. That was awesome. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Francis and Jeff, thank you. Don't go anywhere because we got talking to do. But everybody else, come back next week, next Tuesday. We'll see you then. Bye.